This is the all-new WICR. We're now on Live 365 and Ustream.com. Just search WICR and like us on Facebook. Facebook.com/WICR Iona College Radio.
All right, we're back. We got a special guest. What's up, man? How you doing?
Special guest, James Shanley.
Good. How are the people doing?
People are doing well.
We're
Shanley
doing
is a
all
man
right.
of the people first and foremost.
Yep.
You know.
Of course.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, I remember you. What's his name? I remember you and what's like his name? Joe.
Oh yeah, Joe.
Freshman.
Yeah,
That's
yo,
wild.
that was
He's
freshman
long
year.
gone.
He's
Yo,
an
where
army
is he?
boy.
Where is he?
He's an
He
army
joined,
boy.
Yeah, joined the army.
Joined the army? Dang.
He was out here. Yeah.
This was freshman year. Yeah.
It's been a little while.
God, that's crazy.
It's been a minute.
That
For
it has
sure.
been a minute. Yeah, so whenever we used to chill or talk, we was on a basketball course. So it was a perfect segue to basketball.
Yeah, all right.
So what do you think about the playoffs that have been going on? I think it's been going really well. To
The
be
first
honest.
round was super interesting, to
It
be
was-
honest,
it
man. There was
was.
some crazy games going on.
Definitely. I feel bad for Westbrook though. OKC, like
Were you surprised though?
I was
Were you
surprised.
really
Everybody
surprised?
knew it. I just feel bad because we knew it. That's the problem. Like we knew that he wouldn't win. Like yeah, he was gonna do everything he could. He got like the most points for a triple double in the playoffs, like 54 points. But he has like nobody. Like he has Oladipo. But that's basically it. The other guy, I forget his name, Robinson or whatever it was.
Roberson, the
Roberson.
defensive guy?
He missed all his free throws.
Yo, he shot like 23% from free throws. How do you make millions of dollars, dude? How? Yo, I can make more. Yeah, super mysterious.
I don't understand that. Let's see, the East. As soon as Rondo left Chicago,
I don't want to talk about it.
oh my God, Yo,
This is next
that
segment.
just shows you how great he is. Because I remember when he was on the Kings, there was like this play where it hasn't even started. Like the other team's gonna inbound the ball, and then he was already telling his players, "All right, be here."
Oh, he
you go
was.
here,
I remember that.
I'll
He
be
was
here."
telling Boogie, like, "Yo,
Yeah.
Boogie, go over there right now."
Yeah.
Boogie's like, "Huh?"
And then
Get over
because he
there.
knew to play, I was like, that's how you could see that he's one of the
No.
greatest point guards.
He is. He definitely like fills the position of point guard. Like he's an
Yeah.
actual point guard. Like not like Kyrie or Steph where they're mainly
Mm-hmm.
scorers. He's point guard. Like his role within the team is to actually facilitate the offense.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Like the reason why when Rondo went down, we lost 4 in a row. Still hurts. Was that Rondo played for that coach? Rondo played on the Celtics when Brad Stevens was there, so he still knows the sets. And then you have that in addition to Rondo just playing point guard for his entire career, which is over 8 years, I want to say.
Yeah.
You just know at that point, man. It's like the back of your hand. You just know.
Definitely. And yesterday the Houston Rockets beat the Spurs in their first game. What do you think that series is going to be like? Do you think the Houston Rockets are going to go all the way to the conference finals, or?
It all depends on if LaMarcus Aldridge decides to play basketball.
That man, we don't know what happened to that man.
Yeah, if he continues to not play basketball, it's going to be rough.
Some say that in San Antonio, there's missing posters of LaMarcus Aldridge. They don't know where he is, man.
Yeah, I heard that on Twitter. Like people were going at him for not playing well yesterday. So do you think it's going to be a rematch between the Warriors and the Cavs? We've been saying that for a while now, that it's just going to be the same because LeBron's just going to dominate in the East. I mean, the Celtics are good, but you have LeBron, you have Kyrie, you have Korver now too. You have God, I forget that guy's name.
They have
The other
Korver,
one.
they have Darren Williams, I think, coming off the bench. Yeah,
They have
actually,
Darren Williams,
I think
they have
on,
J.R. Smith, Iman Shumpert.
on paper this might be LeBron's like best team ever. Like literally on paper, you have so much you have so many shooters around LeBron, that's all LeBron really needs because LeBron's just such a savage. He goes to the rim every time.
Oh, Kevin
And now
Love.
that he has, if you really think about it, you playing against LeBron. Let's say LeBron plays power forward, right? He's the 4. Then you got Tristan Thompson, who gets boards like it's his job because it actually is. You have LeBron running to the basket. Then you have Kyrie, who's an A1 3-point shooter. You got Kyle Korver, who can shoot. And then you got J.R. Smith.
who on his good day, he's a
You
beast.
catch him on a good day,
Catch
it's
him
a
on a
problem.
good day, it's
a
over.
problem. It's a problem.
Yeah, basically.
I think I'd still take the Heat over LeBron's Heat.
Really?
Yeah.
Why do you say that?
I don't know. I just think that the big three is better.
For sure. I mean, him and Wade were like was probably his best co-partner. I think Kyrie is very, very good, but he doesn't have the all-around game that Wade had. Because Wade came in when LeBron went in, Wade already won his ring. He knew what to do, and he kind of took LeBron under the wing. He was like, "All right, you want to be a champion? Follow my lead for a little bit." But LeBron was still obviously the best player.
Yeah.
With Kyrie, it's different now. It's the complete opposite with Kyrie. Kyrie's a younger player, and LeBron's coaching him. But you can definitely tell that Kyrie's gotten so much better because of LeBron. Like, if you saw the finals last year, we literally watched Kyrie become a superstar player, in my opinion. He sunned Curry, which was the MVP at the time, and hit that game winner, which at that point, that was a legendary shot.
That really was. I just wanted to switch over to football a little bit. Marshawn Lynch is coming back, actually. Going to join the former Oakland Raiders, because they're moving to Los Angeles. So what do you guys think about that? Is beast mode still beast mode, or is he going to be lagging a little bit?
I hope so, man. Didn't he retire?
Yeah, he retired. And he can.
Dude, I still have nightmares of watching that. What was it? The Patriots Seahawks game.
Yeah.
The last play, they should have just given it to Marshawn. But whatever, man. I'm not a coach. So what do I know?
Yeah, Andrew.
Yeah.
I think there's a more important question. I'm gonna go back to basketball in a second. So LeBron James, how is he going to hold up in Space Jam 2?
Oh my gosh.
Great question.
Because MJ did it.
The Monstars might win this one. Nah,
Are they
I thought they were getting it. They should have got Kobe for that a while back. To be honest,
That would have been awesome.
in my opinion, they should have got Kobe for that after they did.
Is Space Jam 2 actually a thing? I don't think it really.
They were
is.
talking about it.
They had like a brand for it. This is a while ago.
It's a lot. There's a lot of talk about Space Jam 2 happening. I think it's one of those things that should stay stuck in the 90s. Like, just keep it back.
Yeah,
We
like
don't
at this
necessarily
point,
need it.
yeah.
We don't need
I
it, in
think
my
it's-
opinion.
Yeah.
Back to the talk of remakes and reboots.
Yeah.
Nah.
Some
Don't
things
do it
you
to
just
Space Jam. Some things should just stay in the past.
some things you don't need
no
to.
one that can replace him.
It was just like that movie isn't even good particularly. It's just awesome to see MJ with
Yeah.
like Bugs Bunny. Like, it's crazy.
That's
Like
true.
the acting is terrible and everything,
Yeah,
but we love it. We love it anyways.
yeah, it's true.
So let's continue back to football then.
All right. So going back to football, Marshawn, right? He retired at the age of like 30, and now it's a thing where like a lot of these players are retiring
Yeah,
early
they come-
because we all know that football.
Thanks to Brett Favre, who retired and came
Yeah,
back.
it's very dangerous. You have a lot of, like, I feel like now more than ever you hear about injuries in football, whether it be concussions or something else, right? And not even that, it's also a lot of issues within the football, whether it's related to juicing, drugs, or even just like domestic violence, like personal stuff. We don't even have to bring up Ray Rice and all that stuff. So I want to say, what do you think about the state of football as it is now? Like, do you think, I know that football is the most like popular American sport, but do you see that staying? Because I feel like
It
a
kind
lot
of
of
dropped
other
this
sports.
season, though. There were like a lot of statistics that showed that football was dropping this season. I don't know for what reason in particular, but what commercials? Maybe
Yeah, that's the reason why people watch the Super Bowl, man. A lot of people I know don't even
Yeah.
like football. They watch it for the Super Bowl
for the
commercials.
commercials. Yeah,
Sharp for that.
but yeah, I don't know. I feel like it was kind of like been lackluster. Like before, I feel like all sports before had that kind of spark, that pop. Like it was just different. Like when you saw the hits and stuff like that back then. Like yeah, it was concussions, but that's what made the game the game. Like even for hockey, like they stop people from fighting now. Like they were thinking,
really?
they're not stopping, but like not fighting too much. Like they're not gonna take it away completely because it is part of the game. And if they tried to do that, that'd be terrible. Players might go on strike like they did. I think in 2005 they went on strike. But they are trying to limit it, which is not good. They tried to limit that. They made stupid rules like your jersey can't be tucked in past a certain length or whatever because the back end might stick out. I was like, what kind of rule is that? First of all, it doesn't hurt anybody. And I don't know. I feel like they're being a little bit too safe sometimes with sports, like making rules that don't have anything to do with the play itself. But I don't know. I don't know what it is. Like some years it's just boring
How are they
football.
gonna enforce the how are they gonna limit the fighting?
Like
they
count.
don't
Like
go
if you
for
have
punches?
if you have like 5 fights, then you can't have more than 5 fights.
They might suspend you.
They're gonna suspend you.
They suspend you. I
Like-
just don't like the idea that, like, a lot of these leagues nowadays are cutting back on the showboating. Because I think more than anything, I know
PK
it's sports and
Yo.
sports are serious to some.
Especially hockey, bro.
But in the grand scheme of things, sports are entertainment first and
Yeah.
foremost, man. I want to see someone get dunked on, and then I want you to laugh at them on the bottom because it's just entertaining. It makes it more fun and more like visceral. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when it comes to football, there's that Key and Peele skit where it's the college football bowl, and he's like doing the thrusts.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, that's enough. He does like 4 thrusts. He does his 5th one, and they're like, oh, suspended.
Yeah.
I know that's a joke, but it's actually kind of serious.
True, and it started.
Kind of serious.
I feel like it's just all like the different leagues. They just care about the bottom line, so they want to find like the perfect match between like sterilizing the league and like making the most money.
For sure,
that's true.
Sure.
That's true, definitely. But it started with like, if you guys seen that 30 for 30 with the Miami U team, like they were showboating after it hit you, they was dancing, they was on top of you talking stuff. Yeah,
wasn't The Rock on that squad?
Yeah, The Rock was on this one when he had the fanny pack. Yeah, that was The Rock.
Fanny
that
pack
was The Rock, boy.
Prime Rock.
That was The Rock before wrestling, pre-wrestling Rock. Yeah, but like they would hit you, they would taunt you, they would talk to you. Talk smack.
As it should be, man. It's fun. Just like have fun. It's competitive, man.
Like in the thing that in the documentary, one of the guys was like, "Yo, I'm gonna knock this guy out." Like when he catches the punt, and he did it, and he knocked him out, like clean out.
And that's not even like malicious. It's just how the game is played.
And then when they scored a touchdown, like they celebrated, and then they came out with the rules. NCAA, oh, you can't celebrate, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't do. I was like, why? Like that's why people watched it. That's what they made the school so much money. That's what made the game fun back then. Like even if you want to protect the players, that's fine. I'm cool with that. Like I don't want to see anybody like get hurt or get a concussion, and then later in life they have problems and they might commit suicide or injure their wife.
Anybody, I think, man.
As long as it doesn't hurt anybody, like let them celebrate. Like let Jimmy Graham dunk the ball into like really that's gonna hurt somebody. Like you can't.
They stopped.
They're grown men,
that, right?
They're grown men.
Like all the showboating. Like,
now
if you try to dunk like where the punt returners or the kicker goes. It's like a foul or something.
Yeah, like they're grown men. You telling me grown men can't handle somebody saying, "Aha, I scored on you," and if like Cam Newton
rocking on you after he touchdowns,
like Cam Newton said, like he dabbed on him, like what?
Not like the biggest thing that comes to mind when it comes to rules like that is that new rule for the NBA where it's like if you hang on to the rim for a certain amount of time, it's like a technical or something.
That's mad annoying, bro.
The worst thing the NBA could have done.
That's what I'm saying.
I think that happened.
Just certain things that shouldn't just like why.
I was watching the what?
It's like if you dunk on it and then you hang off. Like if you hang on it for like a few seconds, they're like, "Oh, that's a technical because you're showboating." You're like, "What if I was just trying to like stabilize myself as I was going down or something?" Or you want me to rather blow my knee out? Like what?
That one old man at his house who's just, I'm gonna say he looks like our teacher. I can imagine him just like. He hung on there for like 5 seconds. I can't. It turns the channel to something else.
Those guys are showboating. They're cocky,
and if anything, the other team can just inbound the ball quick and have a 5-on-4 possession. Like
that's true.
Yeah, let him hang on the rim.
If he wants to stay there the whole game, like nah.
That's why I like when you go back and you watch like old players, like when you watch highlights of like young Kobe,
Sean
Tracy.
Kemp.
You go, that especially that Kemp dunk where he points at the dude after he dunks on him. We need stuff like that. When you look at stuff like Kobe, like young McGrady, Yao, like all of them. When they dunked on people, they stared you down.
They stared you when they talk. When Iverson and Kobe talked and stuff. Huh?
Yo, I mean, I can't imagine him doing like all the voting and stuff.
Hey, when Shaq dunked on you, like you knew
felt
it was
that.
Shaq.
You felt that the next day, though.
You knew
too.
it was Shaq.
You
right?
felt it the next day. You you woke up. Oh goddamn, Shaq.
you see the highlights.
Like
You see the highlights on TV. That's crazy.
The only man to break the backboard, Shaquille O'Neal.
That's true. That's crazy. That's great. But like the same thing happened in hockey this week. PK Subban, he was warming up. They didn't even start the game. He was dancing in the warm-ups. He was like getting pumped. And then Mike Milbury, he's dancing around. He's not serious. He's a clown. He's not taking. I was like, first of all, it's warm-ups. The game hasn't even started. Second of all, in the first game, he had 3 points alone for his team. And third of all, like, if he wants to dance, why can't he dance? Like, what is so wrong about that? Like, he can't get pumped up for a game? And it's the same thing with Don Cherry and Ovechkin. When Ovechkin scores, like, he likes to celebrate hard. I was like, why can't he celebrate? He just scored a goal. Like, his team is about to win, or, like, he tied the game. Like, you should be happy. Like, you shouldn't, I scored, thank you. Then go to the bench.
Damn,
like,
are they really limiting, like, the fighting in hockey?
I think so. Well, what they do...
That's a shame, dude. That's, like, a fundamental part of it.
Is they'll implement the rules, I think it's the OHL or something. And then if it works, they'll put it in the NHL. So like now the NHL overtime, besides the playoffs, like during the regular season, is 3-on-3. That's actually really great. One, it saves energy for players, and two, like the game ends quicker, so like there's more breakaways, so it's actually more exciting to watch. That's great. But the fighting, limiting the come on, bro. You're gonna get us in a scrum with the other team. Like if they push your goalie, like what you gonna say? Oh, I can't fight. I got 5 already, bro. I just can't do it this time.
Wait. What if you ask your other teammate to do it for you?
they're already gonna do it for. That's the thing. Like if you hit the goalie, like everybody's going at you. Like everybody's gonna fight. Everybody's like scrambling and in the front of the net. Like you can't. First of all, if somebody comes off the bench like that, you're gonna get a penalty. Like you can't do that.
So it's only 5 fights per game, or is it like
Per season? Per season, yeah.
How many games are in a season?
82.
Oh my god.
82 games.
Like
I hope that doesn't pass through. I don't even watch hockey, but I feel like that's just a fun part that should be taken
and
out.
again, like you said, that's why people watch
When
hockey.
you have 5, you're done.
That's why some people watch hockey. It's not implemented now, but
I would tell
they're
them.
thinking about it. That's a dumb rule. It's again like some of these rules that, like, I'm not trying to make fun of old people, but like we said with the whole writing TV shows and stuff, like it doesn't connect. Like some of these shows, I'm like, that's terrible. That's a terrible idea. Like I don't get the concept. Like that's not something that us kids would watch. It's the same thing here. Like why can't they showboat? Why can't they do this? Why can't they do that? Like it's not hurting anybody. Like this, the lady got mad at Cam Newton because he danced or something, and then she's like, oh, I was at the game with my daughter and stuff like that. I'm like, so he's dancing. And second of all, Cam Newton gives the balls away to kids. The footballs away to kids. So he's actually doing something good. So it's just annoying, man.
They're gonna start handing out participation trophies.
Oh my God. That's how you know. That's how you know we're done when that happens.
Yup.
You did well.
And that don't help nobody. Participation trophies don't help anybody. It makes the people who come in second, third place, fourth place,
I'm not
or
a
whatever.
fan of them, to be honest, man. I
Yeah,
feel like if you didn't
nah.
win, then why should I give you something? Just
Yeah,
earn the
it
W,
make
man.
because they know they don't. Even kids, they know they don't deserve it. And two, the guy in first place is like, yo, I worked hard for this, but they get a trophy too, like just for showing up. Like I should have just showed up and not tried this hard. Like it diminishes everything, takes away from everything, and people aren't like as hungry for stuff anymore. And that goes back to entrepreneurship. Like you need to be hungry to be an entrepreneur. You need to go to places and be able to take criticism, be able to take rejections, no's, and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, a lot of stuff just like kind of circles back. But yeah, so you guys think it's gonna be Warriors and Cavs again?
I hope not, dude. I would love more than anything the Rockets to win. The Rockets to upset and take them to the finals.
Don't count the Spurs out yet. Come on.
No, I'm not going to. I'm not counting them out. I think it's going to be a competitive series. I mean, they lost by what, like 20 points, over 20 points,
Yeah.
but that's only game one.
More.
Yeah.
It might have been like 25, 27, something like that, but it's only game 1 out of 7. Man. Yeah, you know, we know that Popovich is probably the best coach in the NBA.
Yeah.
Kawhi's a savage, but the only problem with that team is that everyone is so old. They're relying on
That's
Kawhi
true.
so much, and Kawhi can't not do everything, especially in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
They need to. Not only does LaMarcus Aldridge need to perform, what's that other kid? Mills.
Patty Mills.
He needs to play
From
because Tony
Australia.
Parker and I think Manu are on the way out. Like
Yeah, they're
Parker
definitely on the way
is
out.
not as old as Ginobili because Ginobili's like 39, but
Yeah.
he needs to go.
I'm surprised Ginobili doesn't have like a cane on the court.
Dude, I'm surprised he still has hair, man. That man is
Right.
old. That man is old. But you know what? He still does his thing here and there.
Yeah.
I just think the way the team is set up, they're just all older people, and it's just Kawhi. Like if they want to become better, they don't get me wrong. They have a few young players. Like there's like that Simmons kid who comes in and he plays very well. They have a kid who they just drafted. I don't know his name, and they have that really tall point guard like Anderson, who's nice as
Yeah.
well. But they need more young players around Kawhi.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully,
That's true.
we'll see what happens. It's a very
We'll
interesting
see,
time
man.
in the NBA.
It is
Very interesting.
Honestly, both these playoffs are great, hockey and basketball.
It's a good time to be a sports fan. for sure.
Chicago got swept 4-0. Like the number 1 seed, they got swept 4-0. Like everybody thought they would win. The Capitals, they're not looking too good. It's 2-1 right now.
Who's the favorite? Who's the favorite for hockey?
I said Pittsburgh. I said Pittsburgh was gonna return. I told my manager this. I was like, yeah,
I'm not
Washington
surprised.
is
They
great.
got they got Crosby's apparently disgusting.
Yeah, he actually got a concussion, so yo, they might get a break. It might be like Rondo. Like, yo,
you
the
hate to see
Capitals-
that happen though. Like injuries, like don't get me wrong.
he deserves it, bro. He hit somebody. He slashed somebody in the finger,
Yeah, you
and
can't
like
feel it.
his finger like came off almost, like the tip of it, like the top part of the finger like kind of came off, like the skin. And then but he had the glove on too, which makes no sense to me. There's that, and then he hit somebody in the crotch the other day, like on purpose. So he kind of deserves that concussion. Like he's had concussion problems.
I
Like
don't
in
know
the
if
past.
I don't think anybody deserves a concussion.
I
But
mean, it's
I'm
kind
not
of like karma. Like it came back to
No,
him.
I
Like,
agree with
after
that.
those two things. Like
I don't like the fact that when a player gets injured,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
for example,
because that changed the whole dynamic.
because you don't play him at full strength. Like yeah, you win, but it's like it's not this. I mean, yeah, you're gonna take the ring no matter what. Like you're gonna
Yeah.
win the championship. You're not gonna reject it because you played the game.
Mhm.
But it's like it's different though. Like the first year that LeBron went to the finals against the Warriors,
Mhm.
he was without Love and Kyrie.
Yeah, it's true.
and they won last year, and like, we don't know what could have been the first.
Yeah, they definitely would have.
There's just so many what ifs, especially when it comes to injuries, that we can have an entire like show about it.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. All right, man. I want to thank you guys for coming, James, Jordan. Thank you guys for coming,
Yeah,
Dominic.
thanks
Thank you on short notice.
Surprise guest, man.
Impromptu radio show, basically.
All right, catch us on the regular radio
Catch us
show
on the regular
Thursdays at
show.
12.
We'll be back this Thursday at 12. We're gonna, like I said before, we're gonna have Moses, gonna have Nathan there. It's gonna be lit. We're gonna have
a good
Elijah
crew, guys.
too,
It's gonna
probably.
be a great broadcast. Tune in.
That's definitely gonna be a good music conversation. All right, thank you guys for joining us. We'll see you next time on Thursday.
Signing out.